Not a great point to be at, but definitely struggled with that in my 20s. Also, I was chasing building my own kingdom in my 20s, doing a lot of partying, a lot of just pursuing the pleasures and the instant gratification. And God was still there, but I would usually go on Sundays to church, and that was it. I was a Sunday Christian. I was more of a spectator. I wasn't really, on the field playing. And then really to sum up, a big moment in my life was I was dating a non-Christian. I was living with three non-Christian roommates. Talk about a recipe for disaster, and then bringing me down. They were great people, just had different pursuits. So
Right.
actually ended up getting engaged to this girl. And then it got to be 2 months before the wedding, and I called it off, Mark. I was like, this
Wow.
can't happen. God, thankfully, thank God he shared, shine the light of what the situation was. And I was just realizing, man, she's pretending to be kind of a Jesus person for me, and I'm kind of pretending to not be as much of a Jesus person for her. And as it got real, I'm like, oh my gosh, this is not going to work. So I told her, hey, we got to call this off. I'm not saying no to you forever, but I'd rather delay a wedding than call off a marriage. And
Yeah.
so that was a big wake up call. I realized, holy cow, it was so little by little, the devil just like brought me back to being, of the world. And then that was a big wake up call, fall of 2012. So called it off, kind of cleansed myself from these friends, dove back into church, read the Miracle Morning by Hal Elrod, which helped with some morning routines. Went to a Tony Robbins event, which kind of enlightened me, woke me up a little bit too. So that next year was all about diving back in. But it finally became like my faith then. It finally became more of me, but I was still struggling with being pursuing my kingdom while saying I was a Christian, saying Jesus was my priority, but really I wasn't living it out. Work and the idol of work and the idol of more and the idol of success was what I was worshiping. And then just about 4 or 5 years ago, as we were talking before we started here, there's another awakening where I dove back in and kind of cleansed myself and actually made God a priority. And there's been so many cool things here where God has been in the move of my wife and I taking over our young adults ministry at church, me leading a guys life group with Wake Up Jesus Guys, which is how the book and everything was kind of born from. And and now we're fully just open, trusting God. He's fully number one. And it's great. I'm married now, two boys, 3 and 5 years old. We live in Green Bay currently. And I'd say that's how we got here.